Marie, how about you? So you're a yoga teacher, so what's your experience? I mean, what do you get out of yoga?
What do I get out of it?
Yeah, what do you get out of it?
A lot out of it. You know, it's interesting how I came to yoga is I was actually in grade school, right? And I used to dance all the time, so I just got into intuitively holding certain poses and all this different type of stuff, and I was just holding the poses, breathing properly. Sometimes I would do like different tones and sounds in my body that I could feel it in my heart and all the way through my body and stuff. But I didn't know what it was called until my mother had this book, right? It was a Raquel Welch. I don't know what year this book is from. Raquel Welch is this white actress, whatever. She did a book on Hatha Yoga. I found the book. I was like, oh, they call this yoga. Because I didn't know what it was. I was like, they call this yoga. I was like, oh, I'm going to do some more of this. I was like, I can do that. I can do that. I do this. I do that. Okay. And that's how I came to it. It was more intuitive. And then as I got older, you know, I did Tai Chi. I did long form Tai Chi. I did short form, but I did long form. I did the Qigong and all that kind of stuff. But with the yoga, it really balanced me out. Okay. Mind, body, spirit kept me calm. I mean, living in the hood, you know, bullets flying by, and I was like, all right, I know I'm not going to go. It was just real cool. Even though I know I was in a dangerous area, it did not bother me. Okay. But if I didn't have that practice, my yoga practice, it was just like real intense. Okay. Like, you know, I could feel all the trauma. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to get killed. Okay. Am I red or blue? When it was about to happen. But when I was in my practice, no problem. I was cool as a cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber. Okay.
So, but because it works you on every level. Okay. Mentally, emotionally, physically. People don't think it's actual physical exercise. So I teach Kundalini yoga, which is a little bit different from...
What is Kundalini yoga?
Kundalini yoga, and I have to describe this to people all the time because they think it's some mystical thing that fell out of the clouds.
Kind of fly sound.
They're like...
Good.
Huh? Waheguru, that's right. We say Sadnam, like Sadnam. So the difference between Kundalini and some of the other styles of yoga is a lot of the other styles of yoga, they tend to stick more to what we call the asanas, which is postures, right? So they'll do one posture, then another posture, and another posture, and another posture. With Kundalini, there's you get all aspects of yoga. So you get, in one class, you'll get chanting, meditation, and your yoga postures. Okay. And the postures are set up in a certain way. So you'll do certain postures one after the other in a certain order to get a certain effect. Okay. So it might be... to help you combat stress. It might be to help you boost your immune system. So it depends on what Kriya. So I always tell people, if you took one class and you think you didn't like it, you have to take two or three because the classes are never the same because it depends on what Kriya the teacher chooses and what meditation they choose. So the classes are never the same. But what cracks me up, people get in class and they're like, and I'm just telling them, like, just breathe. This is the breath. We do breath of fire, long deep breathing. And they finish like, oh my God, that was so hard. I was like, all you did was breathe. You were breathing. You technically supposed to be doing this all day long. But so many people hold their breath. They don't realize they hold their breath, what that does to their nervous system, and on and on. I have a blog coming up in that couple of days. You'll see it on my website. But it's a trip. Okay. They're like, oh my God, I feel so good. I was like, yeah, it's called oxygen. You got something going to your brain now. So, so what it does for me, it keeps me cool, calm, because you know the world is crazy. Even ask Kanye, we just mentioned him on the break, right? He'll come up. So that's the biggest part.
So, hey, Keith, have you tried yoga, or what's your exercise, your mind body exercise?
I feel like I've dabbled in a bunch of stuff. I mean, just through my own spiritual quest. You know, after doing some studies on the Tao and doing some studies on the Gita, I kind of went into some different directions. So,
so what's your favorite?
I think sports. I mean, I think just sports. I think it has a lot of elements to it. It has a lot of mental elements to sports. You know, and that's something I relate to more so with the physical activity. But I mean, I think it has a large mental aspect to it. Just being on, and I would say organized sports, like even if it's just recreation, being on a bowling team has absolutely. Yeah. It's like,
especially for stress.
Absolutely, and you get the challenge, you get to exude the happiness. Winning, that feels good. Losing is for real, not necessary. It's a necessary challenge. You need to get over things. So I think
everybody don't get a trophy.
Right, everybody don't get a trophy. I think it's a great example of how to deal with life on the outside if you take it as such. But
Okay.
I'm not saying that most people do. Is that I look at it as
That's your
that's kind of
mind, body exercise.
However, as I have dabbled in yoga myself, I have dabbled in other ways. Which is I love going to the beach. Something I love.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
like I said, it's a form of meditation.
I think
but
so too. I
The
think
beach,
I go-
nature, hiking, that's all
I go to the
amazing.
beach. I stand outside. I roll me a joint, and I let the fresh oxygen off of the ocean.
Mhm.
I want to get it before it gets through all the traffic, the
Yeah.
cars, the factories,
Mhm.
and those moments make me feel the best. And I always say I hate the fact that I have to come here to feel better.
Yeah.
I
You
wish-
just can't just wake up and feel better.
yeah,
You
but
gotta, like,
unless I live here, but I
Yeah.
don't. So, but yeah, that's kind of my approach to it.
okay. Okay.
It's probably unorthodox, but
No, it's not unorthodox. It's LA, so
Everybody got their thing.
Yeah.
Status quo, actually.
Yeah, is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah.
So how about you, Razak? How about you?
Like I said before, it's training.
Your martial arts, right?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu changed my life.
Okay.
Like physically, mentally, spiritually, it changed everything. I've been doing it for a little over 3.5 years
Mm-hmm.
coming up, and it just changed the way I looked at things.
Okay.
And it's so many things in one. And it's funny that you brought up breathing just now. That was the big takeaway that I had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta breathe, even when you got somebody that's 220 on top of you and they're crushing you. They feel like they're 500 pounds. You just breathe. You can think, and then you're in a good position.
That's how you
And
get
it's
through.
cathartic. It's cathartic. It challenges your mind to think ahead. It challenges your body to become flexible or limber or push your cardio. And all these things I'm learning more and more. Being humble, because you're gonna get choked out by somebody. It's gonna
I'm
happen.
telling you.
Yeah, you're gonna get choked
Sports.
out. And can you build the confidence to know, all right, they got the choke, or if they don't have the choke, do they have your arm extended? Can you hold on? Can you get out of that situation? It becomes a metaphor for anything.
Okay.
And it's even helped me in my job where you have somebody that is not a good manager. They don't know how to
It's
speak to
difficult to
you,
work with.
and you learn how to redirect that energy like a keto or the Avatar or whatever. And you're like, man, this is nothing because I got to do this. It's about to crush me tonight.
Right.
It ain't nothing.
Okay.
It's seriously, and I was going through some health issues 2 years ago around the time I started training, and it forced me to get my eating habit correct, which then helped my performance. You lose weight, and then becomes obsessive because it's a Rubik's cube. It's you're just thinking about it. When that guy catches you, you're like, fuck, how did he catch it? When that woman chokes you with their legs in a very inverted way because they're limber, you're like, fuck, how do I beat that? How do I get it? You got to solve it.
Okay.
And then it gets better, and it gets faster and faster. Then you're countering the next man's move before he does it. That's the release.
That's your release. Okay. Okay.
No matter what it is, that's the release, because once it's done, once the buzzer goes off, or once somebody taps, it's all love. You try to kill them at 100%, and then when it's over, it's like, yo, man, thanks a lot. Let's do this again tomorrow. It's perfect. It's the greatest feeling in the world. It's great.
Okay. So how about you, Adrian? What's your mind-body exercise that you like to do?
I say meditation, manifestation.
Okay. So how do you go about? How has it impacted you?
It's impacted me very well in positive ways.
Mm.
And I say, as far as the manifestation, I try to do at least a few days out the week. I have these cards, and I have affirmations on it, and it has things like abundance, wealth, prosperity, divine love, ancestral love, ancestral blessing. There's different things on it,
Okay.
and I say it in the mirror. And of course, and any affirmation you say with conviction, and you look yourself straight in the eye in the mirror as you say it. So that helps me a lot with manifestation. Some of my goals, I make new affirmation cards for, write it on that. That's my personal thing I do solo. And I've meditated throughout my whole life. So my whole life since I was a child, I was meditated. More so as a youth, I grew up studying Taekwondo and martial arts as a child. So, of course, meditation, and then Taekwondo. And then as I got older, over 19, that's when I started taking meditation seriously. And whether I'm in the city, in a place by myself, or my first choice, like in the mountains, in nature, if I want to say matrix labor, matrix nature, I'd probably say somewhere like, maybe like Griffith Park or Laurel Canyon, and just, I may go there sometimes.
So that's mine. Mine is hiking too. Mine is like,
of course.
especially on those steep ass hills.
Yeah.
That we go to, and I'm like, you know what? I like my meditation exercise is hiking, because the first part of hiking is fun. From the beginning all the way to the top is fun. The second part from the top all the way down is exercise. So I'd be like, damn, why the hell did we hike so far up, and now we got to return and shit, and then we're gonna be on those steep ass cliffs, and you gotta really pay attention. And I like hiking, because when we on those steep ass hills, you can't think about nothing else. You got to think.
Focus, yeah.
And I like the fact that, like, I don't like the gym that much, because you can always jump off the equipment and be like, I'm finished.
Yeah.
Right? Me, I'm like, hiking is like, you can't go to hell home until you walk your ass down that mountain.
Down.
So I'm like, that's my meditation. I need to do it more often, but I ain't got the job that allows me to be like, you know what? I'm going to be off this Tuesday at noon. I don't have that kind of work, so I'm working on it.